A dashboard is a well-structured raw data into pictures for presentation purposes. Okay, this is what we did yesterday. The way this is, you can't do presentation from here. You can't start, you have presentation for like 20 25 minutes presentation. You won't use this for presentation. It's not going to be compelling. You people will be lost because people coming for that presentation may not be from your background. Some don't like to see anything calculation. Once you say 1 plus 1, they are bored. So this stuff, this kind of um, analysis we've done here is for your personal use. It's not for you to take to presentation meetings or to even meet with your manager. All right. So dashboard is the rescue to that. So what is a dashboard? A dashboard is just a pictorial representation of this, a pictorial representation of all the analysis you have done, all the key matrices you have done. This is your key matrix where I'm highlighting. Okay. This thing is your key matrix here, and this is what you will use for your dashboard analysis most times. Okay, so what is a dashboard? This is a dashboard. This is what a dashboard looks like. So this module will teach you how to design dashboards for your presentations, to make your work easier when you're having management meeting or when you want to meet with your boss. You have something you want to show, you use dashboard for presentations. So um, I'm going to teach you how to create and summarize tables, because it's from tables you create dashboards. Okay, so you learn how to build a bar chart. This is a bar chart. This one I'm highlighting here is a bar chart. You also learn how to design a pie chart. This is a pie chart. You also learn how to design a line graph. This is a line graph and when to use it. This is a pivot table that I was talking about. So you learn how to design, how to create a pivot table for your charts, all right, and how to calculate things. You have done the calculations here yesterday. We've done calculations yesterday. Now it is time to turn those calculations into pictures that will, make people enjoy your presentation. So you can see from here, I mentioned this is monthly salary distribution for each department. It is gotten from the key matrix pivot tables here. You can see performance scores versus department, performance scores versus department. You can see it, we did that yesterday. Performance score versus department. So you can create dashboard for 2 units and have it look like this. Okay, so this will make your presentation easier, and anyone who is from non-technical background can understand what you are saying, because they just want to hear English, grammar, the difference, the key points, what they should do. So you're not going to be saying the sum average, the mode median, the I now did the median of this to get this. No, you're going to explain this in English. You will say, okay, I have here the pie chart, the bar chart of the different people in the company with their salary for the quarter. This is the guy earning the highest salary, and his name is Smith John. Then I have here the salary versus department chart, where it depicts the pictorial representation of all the departments in this company with their expenditures from salary per month. Here I have the performance score of each department, what they score for this first quarter. And here I have the sum salary per month. Here you say on April we spent $75,000 on April. Then last on May we spent this is way above 75,000. Then on the months in the months of September, we spend very high amount of money, and that can be traced from the guys from IT departments because they earned a lot last month because of the salary reviews based on their performance score that we did last few months. So you use 10 minutes to analyze what you have on your clean data. So dashboard is very important in data analysis because it helps you to summarize your table, allow you to view key statistics at a glance. All right. So now I want to show you guys step by step guide to creating a summary table. Okay. So this is the table we are using. Is the same table that we used yesterday. Okay. So now I want you to create a summary table. What we'll be using for our dashboard. But first of all, you have to create the matrix and values. This is the matrix and values, what we did yesterday. How did I do this? I came here in a blank space on my sheet where I'm not using. Okay, you can use it. You say matrix, matrix and values. So this will help you know what you're doing. You make it bold, make this one bold. Okay, so now we looked at total salary, average salary, highest salary, and all of that. So when you put the matrix, for instance, total salary, let me copy it so that I don't type too much. So when you say you want to get total salary, you know the sum formula is sum, and that is from C2. Mine is C266, C266, okay, and that will give you the sum total of all of these things, C2 to C6. So you do auto filling, it will help you fill everything. Okay, lowest salary. No, this is not correct. Let me see this. It's showing C9. No, this is not C9. It's C6. So for total salary, you go by the formula that we did yesterday. Sum C2 C6. So it will even highlight it for you that are you sure it's C2 to 6? Yes, my data extended to C6. So when I click, it has given me the total salary. This looks, where is this value from? Okay, this is from the other table. I guess it's from this table. Yeah, this is from this table. Yeah, it's from this other table. This one ended at C5. So for this one that I'm using, for my analysis table here, mine stopped at C6. So you know what? Let me remove it so that we all have the same
This
stuff. I
same
added this
stuff.
because
I
I
added
wanted
this because
to I wanted to
I wanted
show
to
an
show an
example
example of
of wrong text
wrong
based
text-based
error.
error.
Someone
Now, someone
imputed
imputed
500,000 as words, so I changed that. So I use that. I added this for illustration. So let me remove it. Mm, so that we'll have the same value. Let me just leave it. Let's leave it. Let's work with it. But this shouldn't confuse you. Let me remove it. So for average, we use our formula average to get our key matrix table done. Average salary 266. Then highest, we use max C266. That's the person earning the most. So this is it is even highlighted. Then the lowest, mean, we use mean C2C6. So this is the guy earning the list here. So this is the first step. You create your key value matrix so that you know what you're working with at the moment. Okay. Now you will learn how to, let's proceed to creating a building charts and graph for data visualization. So we use bar charts if we want to compare values. We use pie chart if we want to show proportions. We use line charts if we want to track trends over a period of time. So it's mostly used for all these cryptocurrencies, exchange rates, presentations. Okay, so how do we do that? Now, if you come here, you will see all these features. We are using insert for this dashboard, pivot table, chart, everything. We are using this insert feature. Okay, so we're going to highlight our tables. There are two ways of creating dashboards. Either you come here and highlight everything, insert, pivot table. It will ask you, do you want a new sheet for this? If you want existing sheet, you can click existing sheet. If you say existing sheet, it will ask you which sheet do you want it to be created on. I have several sheets under here. I have dashboard, I have pivot table, I have analysis table. This is where I do all my analysis. So for you that is just starting, you should create another sheet under here where you have your sheet one, this copy of large messy data. Do you have another sheet called clean data? You should have another sheet called clean data. Then have another sheet called analysis table. Have another sheet called your pivot table. Then have another sheet where you will now be pasting all the pictures. So everything will look different and they will be separate and look neat. Okay. So um if we want to, this is my analysis table, and I would like to um do them here. So let me delete the ones I've done before. I would like to have my I would like to have it here. Then I will move it to my dashboard. So this dashboard is let me create another dashboard for the sake of this class, and I'll call it class dashboard. No, you rename once you click this plus sign that says add sheet, it will open a sheet for you. Because I already have like 6 sheets, the next one it opened for me is sheet 7. So if I right click on it, it will bring options for me to rename it. If maybe later I want to delete, I can delete. Here, if you right click, it will show you delete, duplicate, copy, rename, change color. You can do a lot here. So I want to rename it to class dashboard. I can also call it class pivot table, since we want to do pivot tables and dashboard. Okay, I also open another sheet called, you see it has opened another sheet for me, and you name that one sheet 8. So I'll right click and call it class dashboard. So when that option comes, like where do you want it to create table for you, you can click this one for your table. When you want to do dashboard, where do you want it to be, you can click dashboard. But if you don't want it to be on any of this, you can say create in a new place. Okay, so this is my analysis table, and I said there are two ways of creating pivot table and dashboard. One is highlighting all your table. You come to insert. This is, you have here, you want to insert row? No. Cell? No. Row? Rows? No. Columns? No. Sheet? Tables? Charts? We are dealing with chart and pivot table. But we want to first create our tables before we create charts. That's one method. Another method, that's if you go through this route of selecting all your data sets. That's when you do that. But if you want to just go straight to the point where you want to, you already know your department, you already know the performance work, you can just highlight it and use your control key to hold it down, then highlight the second column. So you have 2 columns highlighted. You have to, not the whole table this time. So you go to insert, pivot table. It now ask you, where do you want it? Do you want it on new sheet? If you click yes, it will take you to a new sheet. See, pivot table 7. So you can come here and add your rows and columns. But if you don't want that, let's delete. If you don't want that, you select all your table sets from here. You select everything, insert, pivot table. Do you want it on a new sheet or existing sheet? You want it on existing sheet, it will ask you where. We want it on class pivot table. So I'll bring my cursor here and you ask you what is the range. You come here and mark where you want it to be. I've marked where I want it to be. So I click yes and it will, yeah. So here it has brought it for me on my class pivot. So now I can now do my pivot table here. From here, I'll do my charts. For instance, I want to get the bar chart of department and salary. Look at this place. On this, we are not new to this stuff. This is a rule sidebar. This is a rule bar located on the right. It's always like this. If you want to do anything, it moves to the right. So you will have this sidebar rule. The first side will suggest all the calculations around your key matrix. This key matrix that you have done, it will highlight calculations around it. So you are now the one to choose what you want to calculate. On this other side, these are the columns on our table. We have name, we have age, we have salary. The same way it was imputed, it will be here. So if the project for the year, or maybe they say they may not ask you get one particular thing. You're the one that will do a lot of stuff and bring the chart as a dashboard to the meeting. So you do a lot. So example, you want to get the total expenses per department. Okay. So this is row, this is column, this is value. This is row, this is value. All right. This table is asking you, what do you want to put on the row? What do you want to put as the value? All right. So what do I choose here for my row? Like I said, you can do many things, not just department and salary. You can do department and performance score together to create a dashboard that you will use to explain to them in the meeting the performance score for each department. You can as well do age and department to show them the age bracket in each department. You can go further to say, oh, based on my analysis, you can see that the Gen Zs are not serious. They are not serious employees here, especially in the marketing department, because from the analysis, their productive level is low, and that could be as a result of their age bracket. They are always on social media, they're always on TikTok, they are distracted. You can say that. So that will now make the management to maybe fix trainings for them, um, mentorship programs for them, mental health programs for them to make sure that they are not distracted on their jobs. So here we have role, here we have value, here we have filters, we have columns. you know for this pivot table, we have just rows and values. Okay, what do we want to be on our rows? We want department to be on our row, so you can drag and drop. All these things here can be dragged and dropped. You can click this X to remove it if you made a mistake. All right. So we can the same thing here. If you see, if I hover on the name, is showing So if you hover on the on these properties here, any of the properties, you see it will highlight the name. So you can drag. You can see as I'm dragging. How do you drag? When you click on this, click on it, use your one hand. You use one hand to click, use one hand to press down your mouse. You know that place on your laptop where you roll your hand? If you're using laptop, be rolling your hand. Yeah, you roll your hand with your left hand. Roll your hand with your left hand. And then don't stop rolling the hand now. Press it down. Just steadily press it down. Take your right hand side to bring towards this name. Bring your cursor towards this name. All right. Then move it around. You can see that it's moving around. Let's do it again. Take your right hand with your mouse around this place. Point it on the name. Use your left hand to press down, and your right hand again hover. Is that okay? So here, you want to check department against salary. Okay, I will hover, is moving with me. I'll put it on the row. Okay, you can see it has recorded here. Look at my pivot table. It has recorded something there. Okay, let's go back and pick salary. Let's pick salary and put on the hold on. Mhm. I want to scroll up so that we'll see my value. If you don't want to drag and drop, you can come here, click on add. If drag and drop will be difficult for you, let's remove the department we have put before. Okay, if it's going to be difficult for you, you see row, beside it there's an add button. Columns, there's an add button. Values, there's an add button. So I'll click on add. It will bring the same options for me. So I'm picking departments. All right, I'll scroll up for my values. I'll click add. So I want salaries to be there. Okay, you can see my pivot table has been what filled. I don't want the total to show. I will uncheck this place. But if I want the totals to show, I will leave it. Mind you, the reason why we're doing pivot table is to transform it to a chart. This pivot table now will be transformed to a chart. So ask yourself, do you want the total to be on the chart? Will it be nice if total is on the chart? We are not looking at the total, so we don't want the total to show. All right, so I will uncheck it. So now we are going to do we are going to convert this thing now to a bar chart. How do we do that? Let's close our pivot table properties. You come to this up, 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 look up. There's X there. When you click it, it will go off. Now I want to turn this thing to a chart. What do? I highlight. So I'm going to highlight it. All right, and insert again, charts. So this is my chart. It's very big. I don't want it this big. It's covering everything. So I can roll it down. Once you use your one hand and want to be moving this thing to be moving. So you bring your cursor on the top edge. You minimize, it's minimizing, right? So now this is the chart of salary versus department. Now we are not done. We are not done. You come to this place to customize it. This is the chart style. Okay, this is the color. You can change the color of this stuff. This the title here. You can change the color. But now is on ash. You can change the colors here. All right. Here you go back, click on this dot 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 to bring that features back, edit charts. Okay, so that you have your features back. Go to customize. Chart style, we are still on chart style. Okay, this is chart and title. We want to change the title so that once you look at the chart and you see the title, it will already make sense to you. If someone looks at this thing, summary of sum of salary, it doesn't make sense. You say sum of salary versus department, because this is what gave us the chart. Once you click enter, it has done the work. Now this pie chart can be changed to a bar chart. You come here, click on this dot, edit. Okay, you go to customize, chart style. Okay, chart style, you can change it. You can change it to a pie chart. That this is a pie chart. You can change it to a bar chart. So and is the changing is done on the setup, because see, chart type is under setup, not customize. So play around this place, because this is where you will need features. So you come here, you see other options are here. Though this Google Sheet is smart as well, it suggests the best one to show you that stuff. It suggests the best chart to show you the presentation. The first option he gave us was the pie chart, but you can decide to change it if you want. If you maybe you've had a lot of pie chart in your design and you want to at least make it look beautiful, you can change to something else. So here we need to transfer this to our dashboard, because the way it is here is not the way we want it, because this sheet is where we do pivot table and like the rough work. You know, if you're solving maths in school, you have your sheet of paper where you do rough work, and you have another place where you do normal exam, where you submit. So where you're going to submit this is dashboard, and we have created a sheet for it, and it's called a dashboard. Now we want our dashboard to look beautiful. So what do? We would transfer this to our dashboard. If you right click here, if you click here, you see all these dots and dots three dots. You see edit, delete, download. You can download this chart as PNG. You can download it as document. Okay. There's publish, there is copy. So I want to copy this chart and paste it on my class dashboard. I'll come here and do Control V, and I will have it. So I can also move it around. So I want it to be here because I have other ones that will be coming in. So I will structure it in a way that I will have space for other ones coming in. So for this one that I'm done, I will move it here so that the next one I'm doing, I will have space to select where I want it to be. All right. So for my dashboard, I will not just leave it like this. I have to design it so that when I'm bringing in, when I'm presenting, it will look good. How do we do that? We have to give it a title. All right. And that title is by merging two cells, two rows. Okay. Let's merge two two rows to become one, so that we'll type the title of this project. So we'll come to this place, we'll come to this select and merge type. We'll merge the cells. Once we merge the cells, we can type the title of this work. So the title of this project, let's say employee, you can say DJ um supermarket. Okay, you can say Malo, and give it a title anyway. Malo and Co. Employee dashboard. So here we'll highlight and move it around. We want it to move to the center. So we'll move it to the center. It's now on the center. Okay. We want to make it bold. We'll make it bold. Make it bold. Okay. I want to increase the font. Let's increase to 18. All right. And make it bold. Then the background color, we'll give it, let's give it a background color of blue. Okay. It makes sense to use blue for presentations. Choose a shade of blue that is okay. Okay, this one is okay. And then we change the text color. We change the text color to white, so that it will look better on the blue. So here we have um let's say and Na- nato and co nato and co employee dashboard. So we have our naco and co employee dashboard. So here, remember that we have our key matrix that we need to bring in here. So that you would copy and paste, or you type it here. Here, you type it here. Anywhere you want to type it is okay. All right. So now let's go back to creating um more charts. So here we have our data highlighted, and we want to create another pivot table. So here we go to insert as usual. We'll choose pivot table. Do you want it on a new sheet or existing sheet? We have already made existing sheet for this project, and it's called class pivot table. So we're going to choose that. So it will ask you what is the range. To ask you what is the range, you can come here and map the range you want. You just highlight the range. It may not be up to this people. Give it a good space, so that if there's any if the data is long, it has enough space. Then when you click OK, it will create the pivot table for you, and the options here for you to add and create your chart. Now, what do you want to perform next? Do you want to perform monthly salary, a month when they were okay? Let's do name versus salary. Let's say we want to add name versus salary. We want to know which person earns the most in the company, and who earns the least. So let's, on the row, we want to add name. On the value, not age, name. So I will remove this by going to this X and mark it and remove it. So I'll take name. Okay, so I'll come to my row and pick name. All right. Then scroll up. For my values, I'll add salaries. Okay, do I want the total to show? I don't want it to show. I'll remove it. So here I have my pivot table. All right, for the employees and their salary. So I want to turn this into a chart. I'll go to charts. All right, it will form my chart for me. You see, it has given me a chart that it feels is important, is very okay for what I'm doing. So I can decide I don't want it and change it. So right now I'm trying to reduce the chart so that I will, don't mistake this one. This is the first one we did. So I'm trying to reduce it so that I would, this is okay. You can increase it by dragging it up. Okay, you can also increase the width like this. Okay, depending on your presentation, how many pages of presentation you want to make with this. All right, so here I said we can change the chart if we want. How do we change chart? We'll click on the on this chart. There's a dot here. You click on it, edit. You can edit. So you go to setup. There's chart style. There's chart um and axis title. Okay. The title here, do you like it this way, or you want to edit it and add something that it will make more sense? That you can use this place to do that. You come here to change it. The title, sum of salary versus names. You can say names of employee, or you leave it that way. Then I said setup is where you change this chart to something else. You can use this, you can use pie chart. So let's still leave it like this. Okay, let's leave it like this and copy it to our copy to our class dashboard. Okay, here I will control V, all right, and I drag it to this place and reduce it. Okay, then okay, you can see that from this chart Christopher end low. You can see his amount, okay, is below 100,000. You can say in your analysis we'll have staff members here that earns below 100,000, and that could be the reason why their productivity level is low, because they are not motivated to do more, or their expenses now is higher than their income because of cost of living now in Nigeria. So I would suggest that the company review their salary in our next salary review and check these people out. You can say, okay, because their input is really valuable in the company, so reviewing their salary will really make their productivity to increase. As a data analyst, this is how you should speak. All right. So let's go back to our um, analysis table and do one more before the time. We have one. We'll have a few minutes to go. All right. Let's learn how to. Let me show you how to um, um, create pie charts. We've done bar charts. Let's do pie charts now. Okay. Have we done salary and departments? We have done salary and department. We can actually change it. It's not hard. Let's change it even from the dashboard itself. You can change it to pie charts. Okay. So you can see we have been able to do bar chart and pie chart. Now let's do a line chart. What is a line chart? A line chart, I said, it shows the trends over a period of time. So let's come here to insert pivot table. All right. Do you want it in existing sheet? Yes, we want it in existing sheet. And where is the existing sheet? Is in the class pivot table. So it will ask you where. You will say, I want it somewhere around here. I can move this. I can move the, what's this thing called again? The suggestion box around. So I can say I want the pivot table to be here. So I click OK and I click create. Now it has brought me a new pivot table. So it's time now to start adding my values. For a line graph, we will want to check the average salary per month. Okay, so we'll use the values, we'll use row, we'll use column. All right, so under value, we'll put salary. Okay, because where is my, okay, under we put salary, and then on the, we are dealing with month and salary, so is month and salary, month and salary. So my month will come here on the row, then salary will be on the values. Now we will not leave here. There's a place where you should remove sum and add um average. Where is it? There's a place where you should put average here, so that the, okay, here you can even choose average performance score for each department by month. You can see, it has given us a better option, average department score by department by month. There's another one, average of performance score for each department. All right, so do I want the total to show? No, I'll remove it. All right, and then we'll create our line graph. Now we click on insert, we say charts, we change it to line graph. All right, so you can see this is marketing department having 2 and IT having nothing. Sales department has the highest. Okay, having the highest. um Here you're going to choose sum. This is what I was looking for because I want to check average. If you see here, you will see average, count, max, media. If you want to use max, you can pick the max. If you want to use average, you pick the average and remove the aggregate. Okay, now the picture will be better. um did we Okay, now this is it. It has shown us the trend over time. All right, it has shown us the trend over time. We click on this and reduce it. As usual, you come here, you copy and go to your class dashboard and place your average performance by department, come here and edit. Let's edit this chart, okay, and change the title, because the way it's looking there is not showing the title very well. Average performance by department. Mhm. Average performance by department. So this is average performance by department. Okay, now it looks better. You can click here, remove legend, edit this stuff. You can remove a lot of things from this customization. Come to this legend. All right. If you want to remove this line, you see vertical axis, do you want it? Just come here, play around with this place and be seeing the effect on your dashboard. Okay, anything you do there, you will see it, it will be affected on your dashboard. So you come here and you properly align it. Okay, properly aligned. Make it in a way that it will look visually appealing. All right, change text color, change this. You can even change the back color here. You can change anything here by using this edit button. All right, creating a dashboard is not hard.